So in today's lecture, we are dealing with our measuring instruments chapter number 10. So moving further in that chapter, in today's lecture, we are going to see instrument transformer and multimeter. These two are remaining in today's lecture. We are going to complete these 2 points and our chapter is finished. That is 10 chapter. So starting with instrument transformer. So why we require this instrument transformer? So we will quickly go through the introduction part. So we already know that ammeter and voltmeter, they are used to measure electrical quantities, right? So ammeter is used to measure current and voltmeter is used to measure the voltage. But for measuring the voltage and current, we use ammeter, but that ammeter is only used to measure small quantities, right? It has some specific values. It cannot measure, that means ammeter and voltmeter, our normal ammeter and voltmeter cannot measure high values of current and voltage, right? So just remember the basic why we require instrument transformer. We require it to measure the electrical quantities, that is voltage, current, that are high values, right? The normal values we can measure it by ammeter and voltmeter, but there are in our power system or in our electrical system, there are large values of current and voltage that cannot be measured by our normal ammeter and voltmeter, right? So are you getting the point? Is it clear? So what is the main point? We cannot measure higher values of current and voltage by our normal ammeter and voltmeter. So we will first learn the introduction part. So instrument transformers are used in AC system for measurement of electrical quantities, that is voltage and current. So why we require instrument transformer? To measure the electrical quantities, voltage and current. Basic function of instrument transformer is to step down the AC system voltage and current. Okay, so as I told you, our normal ammeter and voltmeter, what they do? They measure voltage and current of small quantities. But whenever we need to measure the higher value current and voltage, we require instrument transformer. So what is the basic function of this instrument transformer? That high value current or high value voltage, this instrument transformer, they will step down. That means the values of that current and voltage are decreased by the instrument transformer, and now whenever the values are decreased from high values to, it will convert into low values, right? Now it is easy to measure values of current and voltage, right? So now here the same they have given. Basic function of instrument transformer is to step down the AC system voltage and current. Clear with this point? I'll explain it once again. What this instrument transformer will do? It will convert high value voltage or current into low value voltage or current, and it will be easy to measure the voltage and current. So that means it step down. So remember the word step down. This is the important word. Instrument transformer is to step down the AC system voltage and current. So step down means what? It will lower the value. Okay. The voltage and current level of power system is very high. So the current and voltage values in power system is very high. In our day-to-day life, the voltage and currents are at low value. So we can measure it by our regular ammeter and voltmeter. But in power system, the values of voltage and current are very high. It is very difficult and costly to design the measuring instruments for measurement of high value voltage and current. So to measure the high value current or voltage, it is very costly to design another ammeter or another voltmeter, right? So what we are doing here, we are using instrument transformer. So generally measuring instruments are designed for 5 ampere and 110 volts, right? So our normal ammeter and voltmeter can measure up to 5 ampere and our voltmeter can measure up to 110 volts, right? So we cannot use our normal or regular ammeter and voltmeter to measure the high value currents that are in power system. So what we do here? We use instrument transformer. So what does this instrument transformer do? It will step down. That means it will lower the values of voltage and current. So basic function of instrument transformer is to step down the AC system voltage and transformer. So this is important because it is repeated in 12th also. So just clear your concept so it will be easy further. A measurement of such very large electrical quantities can be made possible by using the instrument transformers with this small rating measuring instruments, right? So what does this do, instrument transformer? It will step down the values and we can measure with our normal ammeter and voltmeter. Okay, so therefore instrument transformers are very popular in modern power system. So if they ask you to write short note about instrument transformer, just give the introduction and then write. Okay, so this is the introduction of instrument transformer. So this is the basic. So what does this instrument transformer do? It will step down the values. Now there are two types of instrument transformer. Okay, there are two types. First one is current transformer. It is also called as CT, that is current transformer. Second one is potential transformer, that is called as PT. Okay, now it is very obvious. Current transformer to measure the current, potential transformer to measure the voltage. Okay, so these are the two types of instrument transformer, current transformer and potential transformer. Now we will go to the current transformer. So this is the diagram of the current transformer. Okay, so this is the diagram that you have to draw if they ask you to write a note on current transformer. First draw the draw the diagram and then give the explanation. Okay, so this is the diagram of current transformer. So here you can see this is our line, this is our normal ammeter, this is CT. Here you can see they have mentioned here current transformer. So we will see the current transformer is used to step down the current of power system, right? So current transformer CT, why it is used? It is used to step down the current of our power system, means it will reduce the value of current. Okay, it will step down the value of current and we can measure it. So primary of CT is having very few turns. So here you can see this is the diagram. So this is the primary side, this is secondary side. Okay, our transformer, so this is also one type of transformer, it is current transformer. So it will have primary side and secondary side. We have learnt the transformer lesson. It has primary and secondary. Okay, so this is primary. Okay, this is primary and this is secondary. So what we have to do, according to the diagram, we have to write the further information. So here this is primary side. So what they have told, on the primary side there are few number of turns. So here you can see as compared to secondary it has few number of turns, right? So it has a few number of turns on its primary side and on secondary side many number of turns. Primary of CT is having very few number of turns. Primary is connected in series with the power circuit. So this is our power system, or you can say whatever the current we have to measure, we have to attach it in series, right? So this is our primary side. This is our primary side. It is attached to power system. Whatever the current has to be measured. Are you clear with this? So primary side is used, or it is attached, connected to the power system side where the current is to be measured, right? And how it is attached? It is attached in series. The primary is connected in series with the power circuit. Therefore, sometimes it is called as series transformer. So first what you have to do, you have to write everything about the primary side. Okay, so first point is what? Primary has few number of turns. Clear with the first point? Primary has few number of turns. It is connected in series with the power circuit, that means to the power system, whatever the current, high current will be flowing through this line, right? To measure this high current, what we are doing, we are connecting the primary to this line, right? So what is the second point? We are connecting the primary side to the power circuit in series, right? So clear with the second point. Now third point, as we are connecting this primary in series with the line, with the power system or power circuit, this is also called as series transformer. Okay, so it is also called as series transformer. Clear with the primary side? This is the primary side. Now moving to the secondary side. I hope you are clear with this upper part, that is primary. Now we will move to the secondary. So the secondary is having large number of turns. Secondary is directly connected to the ammeter. So now looking at the diagram only, secondary has many number of turns, right? Clear with the first point. Now we have written about the primary. Now we will write about the secondary. So in secondary there are many number of turns and it is connected to the ammeter, right? So we are connecting ammeter on the secondary side. Clear with the point? We are connecting ammeter to the secondary. On the one terminal of secondary is earth, to avoid the large voltage on the secondary with respect to earth. So here the secondary terminal, one terminal is given or it is provided with the earth, right? Why? Because whenever the large voltage, in case the large voltage flows, it will earth, right? So for the protection purpose they have used here earthing, which in turns reduces the chance of insulation breakdown and also protects the operator against the high voltage. So as I told you, it is used for the protection. So here whenever the high voltage comes, for our protection purpose earthing is provided, right? So it will protect the operator, that means whoever is here, that person will be protected from high voltage. And whenever the high voltage flows, what will happen? There will be heat produced, right? And the insulation, due to that heat, insulation may break down, right? So clear with this point. So in secondary, what you have to write? In secondary, it has many number of turns. Ammeter is connected to the secondary and one of the terminal of secondary is earthed. Why we are providing earthing here? For the protection purpose. Whenever the high voltage will flow, we will get the protection, and to provide the insulation, it will avoid the insulation breakdown. Okay, so this is about the secondary side. Secondary winding with large number of turns supplies a reduced current to an ammeter, right? So due to this connection of the primary, number of turns they are very small and number of turns on secondary they are large. Due to this connection, what will happen? There will be large current flowing through our power system, right? But due to this connection, that is current transformer or series transformer, what will happen? The high current will get converted into low current, lower value current, and our ammeter can measure current very easily. Now here, so are you getting this point? Secondary winding with the large number of turns supplies a reduced current to an ammeter. So we use current transformer to measure the high value current, right? So here current transformer, what it is doing? It is converting high value of current into lower value. So our ammeter can measure. Graduations are marked to ammeter directly in terms of primary circuit current. So here this ammeter, it is our normal ammeter, but it is marked on the basis of primary current, right? We have to measure this primary current. So the graduations are marked on the ammeter directly in terms of primary circuit current. Clear with the current transformer? It is very easy. Just remember the diagram. Primary has few number of turns, secondary has a large number of turns. Primary is connected in series with the power circuit. So whatever the current we have to measure, we have to connect it in series. And secondary has a large number of turns. Ammeter is connected to secondary. One terminal of secondary is given earthing. It is provided with the earthing, right? So here what will happen? The current will be step down, right? So this current transformer, it will step down the current and we will get the measurements from this ammeter. So this is about the current transformer. Now we will go to the potential transformer. So here this is the diagram of potential transformer. So in your textbook they have just given about the current transformer, but they have mentioned there are two types of, they have mentioned this, but they have not given explanation for potential transformer. So there are many mistakes in your textbook, so we have to learn this potential transformer also. So this is the diagram of potential transformer. So here is our potential transformer. It is opposite to the current transformer. So this is our primary, this is our secondary side. Okay, so this is primary and this is secondary. So here it has primary side, it has large number of turns, secondary side it has low number of turns. We will learn it. So remember the diagram, draw the diagrams in your notebook because diagrams are very important. On diagram only we can write many things. Potential transformer is used to step down the voltage of power system to lower level. So potential transformer, why we use potential transformer? To measure the voltage, right? So what is the main function of this potential transformer? It will step down, that means it will lower the value of voltage, right? So potential transformer is used to step down the voltage of power system to lower value level. Primary of potential transformer is having large number of turns. Primary is connected across the line, hence it is called as parallel transformer. So our current transformer was called as series transformer and our potential transformer is called as parallel transformer, right? So we will first write about the primary side. So in our primary side, the number of turns are large, right? Number of turns are large. Primary is connected across the line. So in current also primary was connected across the power system. So here also our primary is connected to the line. And sometimes it is also called as parallel transformer. So clear about the primary side. Now we will move to the secondary side. Secondary of potential transformer is having few turns and connected directly to the voltmeter. So here the voltmeter is connected directly to the secondary side and our secondary has few number of turns as compared to the primary. As voltmeter is having high resistance, hence the secondary of potential transformer operates almost in open circuit condition. One terminal of secondary of potential transformer is earth. To maintain the secondary voltage with respect to earth will assure the safety of the operator. So here what they have given is our potential, this voltmeter, it will have large resistance, that means it will oppose the flow of current, right? So here secondary of potential transformer operates as open circuit condition, right? It will be as acted as open circuit. So it is not important for your level. So just remember on secondary it has large number of turns, few number of turns on secondary and voltmeter is directly connected to secondary, right? So here one of the terminal is ground, right? Here one of the terminal is ground. Why? For the safety purpose it is ground. So what is the main function of potential transformer? It will lower the value of current, voltage, right? So it will lower or it will step down the value. So this is about the potential transformer and the current transformer. Now we will move to the multimeter. So this is the diagram of multimeter. If they will ask to write a note on multimeter, first draw the diagram of multimeter. I hope you are very familiar with this. So this is the multimeter, actual multimeter, how it looks. So this is the multimeter. It is very handy, right? So as you can see, this is the multimeter. It is very handy. It can be taken from one place to another place very easily, right? And it works on dry cell. Okay, so here we got the 3 points to write in the multimeter itself, right? So seeing at the picture, it is very handy, right? It is very simple and we can take this from one place to another place and it works on dry cell. So we will see. So this is the diagram. In diagram what you have to draw, just draw one rectangle, draw this scale and the pointer. This is dial, this is the pointer. So here here you can see this is the knob where we can operate it. So this is it, and these are the two wires for the connection. This is 0 setting, this is the range selecting switch. So as I told you, this knob, this is range selecting, and this is the function switch. So this is about the diagram, right? Easy. So this is the multimeter diagram that you have to draw, right? And this is how actual multimeter looks. Now we will see the what to write if this question is asked. Write note on multimeter. So it name itself says multimeter. What does it mean by multi? That means many, right? So from the name itself, multimeter, that means we can use this meter to measure many quantities, right? We can measure many electrical quantities. Okay, getting it? Multimeter. So this meter is basically PMMC instrument. So our first point is this meter is basically PMMC instrument, that is permanent magnet moving coil. We have already learnt about PMMC, that is permanent magnet moving coil. So this meter works on PMMC instrument. Okay, so the coil winding of movement is very small. Shunt resistance is used for protection and range extension. So here coil winding of the movement is very small. As you can see the diagram, a shunt resistance is used for the protection and range extension. That means there are resistance that are in shunt. That means we can change the range, right? For it is used for protection also and the range extension, right? Okay, so that means we can change the value of resistance. That means they are shunt resistance. It can be used to measure current, voltage, resistance, etc. So as I told you, multi means many. So here it can be used to measure current, voltage, resistance, etc. Right? And hence called as AVO. What does it mean by AVO? As I mentioned, it measures current, voltage, resistance, etc. That means current is measured in ampere, volt and ohm. AVO. Why AVO? Ampere, volt, ohm. Volt, current, voltage and resistance. Correct? It has a multi-range. So it has a multi-range. The working energy is supplied by the dry cell. As I told you, we use the dry cell for the energy. We use the dry cell. It is very handy and useful meter used for multi-purpose, and hence name is multimeter. So it is very handy. We can take it from one place to another. It is used for multi-purpose, right? It is used for multi-purpose, and hence its name must in laboratories, electric workshops, test shops, radio, TV, repair shops and everywhere. So here they have given some applications. So you can mention another applications also. So basically it is used in laboratories. It can be said that it is used in electrical field. It can be used by technicians, electric workshops, test shops, radio, TV, repair shops and everywhere. So it is multimeter. That means it has many functions, or it has multiple purposes, right? So what you will write in this multimeter if they will ask you to write a note on multimeter? First, draw the diagram. So first point is what? It is basically a PMMC instrument, right? It works on PMMC, that is permanent magnet moving coil, right? The coil winding of movement is very small. Shunt resistance is used for protection and range extension. Shunt resistance. That means the resistance. So here is one resistance, here is one resistance, here is one. So we have to just adjust that, the range extension. It can be used to measure current, voltage, resistance. It is used to measure current, voltage, resistance. So it is called as AVO. That is current it is current, voltage and resistance measurement, and hence it is called as AVO. It has multi-range. Working energy is supplied by dry cell. We use dry cell for the energy, and it is very handy. It is used for multi-purpose, and we have to give some applications. So this is about your today's lecture, and we have completed measuring instruments chapter. So if you have any doubts in this chapter, then please ask.